Welcome to Live Magazine TV from the beautiful Coachella Valley, California, where people come to work and play. With Juli, Ragsdale, and Levvy, Carriker.
Hi, it's Comic-Con weekend in Palm Springs, so we're headed off to some fun stuff.
Including the Palm Springs International Animation Festival at the Palm Springs Cultural Center with Lisa, Michele, and Noah. Noah is so happy to be given a book to draw in by Brian Neil Hoff, founder and director of the festival. Dr. Jeff Olson supports the festivals. A new generation of animators and critics alike began to arrive, so the fun begins. At Comic-Con, Palm Springs. The costumes at Comic-Con were fun for everyone. Even the scariest one! At the Star Tables, we met Tony Dell, who played Wally on the Leave It to Beaver show. Tony enjoyed telling us stories from the set. The one and only Jerry Mathers as Beaver Cleaver. This sitcom is the first ever to tell the story from a child's point of view, from America's favorite childhood sweetheart, Beaver Cleaver. Lindsay Wagner as a bionic woman is fun.
Hi, I'm Paul Belcito. And I'm Stephen Roach. We are the Filmmakers Gallery.
And Chris Spellman, founder of Comic-Con, owner of Comic-Con and Palm Springs International Animation Festival.
And you're watching Live Magazine TV.
I just remembered, tomorrow I have tickets for Palm Springs Comic-Con and the Palm Springs International Animation Festival. You want to take the kids?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be fun. It's an all-day thing. They're going to have a showing of that movie Marnie I was telling you about. Noah's going to love it. I think Peyton will too.
Oh man, that sounds good.
Perfect. What time should we meet?
11 o'clock tomorrow?
Sounds good. Wait till I tell Noah. Noah? Oh, what are you watching?
Deja Vu movie cartoon we saw.
Oh, wow. What did you think of that movie?
It's awesome because it seemed like to me that whoever made it was based off Back to the Future, one of my favorite movies.
Oh, yeah? Why do you think it was based on Back to the Future? What was it about?
Time travel.
Oh, wow. Deja Vu was about time travel. That was an awesome movie. Get ready so we can go see the next movie?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to see Marnie today. Okay? Come on. Ready?
Okay.
So, tell me more about your reasons for getting involved. Why would you want to make animation? You enjoy watching it, huh?
Yeah.
He's quite the artist, and you know, Brian, it's actually really special to be here with you because we've been a fan of yours for some time. You know, we from the watch and the book, and a couple years down the road, here we are right now. So we've kind of been along this journey with you, and it's been really exciting. So it feels very special to be right here with you right now.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me too, because I'm honored to know that. Thank you. I mean, I love the animation world, and I'm grateful, very grateful for the friends that have embraced it and enjoyed, you know, my own personal work and creative stuff. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And what is your first memory? Can you tell me, because Noah has turned into quite the little artist himself, and he's about to start his own animation course. So tell me, when were you first aware that this was what you were supposed to be doing?
I think it was not so much about the animation, it was really about the childhood. As I was growing up, I realized that being a child and doing animation, it kept me like a kid. So animation always had my mind thinking like creative as a kid would, like to create silly, funny, or abstract objects. It was, animation really was just allowed me to like take myself to be like, wherever time frame I would. If I wanted to be like, feel like I was 10, I could watch an animated film, and it was like going back to Saturday morning cartoons.
I love that.
That's where I really grew up in love with cartoons, is waking up in the morning and watching like the Saturday morning cartoons, and it was the Roadrunner, and it was watching Scooby-Doo and their fun little spy missions and things, or their little detective
Those mysteries
things.
that they, yes, of course, the Mystery Machine and all the adventures they would go on.
And it just, I thought, oh wow, this is great. Saturday morning cartoons with Fruit Loops, and it's like fabulous and perfect, great morning,
And so that's still what you do on your Saturday mornings.
And I said, wow, I told myself, I'm sure I'd probably said, oh my God, I would love to do this for a living. But then, then I thought, wow, this is gonna be my life. I knew at some point in my life I would be involved in some type of animation.
And
Brunch a Go-Go from 10 a.m. Saturday and Sunday. The happiest happy hour, 11 to 7 daily. Get a 3-course dinner for just $19.99.
Trio! We're always happy to see you.
Trio, where Palm Springs eats.
Live Magazine TV with Elizabeth Scarcella. Saturday, 3:30 p.m. on KPSE. Colorful interviews. Palm Springs fun. Live Magazine TV.
Hey, did you ever hear from Michelob Ultra? I got it. So I'm training for this big role. It's a Michelob Ultra commercial. I'm the spokesman. I am Captain Michelob. I like beer! So sorry. This is yours. And relax. You gotta be fit. You gotta love Michelob Ultra. It's not like anyone else could do this.
Name?
Pardon?
What is your name?
Chris Pratt.
Over there, bud. Thanks.
Come to Lulu, the award-winning California Bistro. Fabulous breakfast, a luscious 3-course Sunday brunch, scrumptious dinners serving fresh fish, perfect steaks, pizzas, salads, and more. Something for everyone. A 3-course special to savor from $15.99. The best all-day and night happy hour. There's always a party at Lulu in the heart of downtown Palm Springs on South Palm Canyon and Arenas.
Can you tell me what age was it that you actually started creating your own characters? And
I started drawing when I was like 10. I think I started creating like ideas and images in my head, and I just started visualizing characters and stories. And a lot of it was just from like reading like children's books and stuff at the time. Like I used to really like to read the Richard Scarry books, which were like things that people do, and it was like animals doing things like going to work and driving home and all that and everything, and and everything. And I really liked just thought it was really fun. And I thought the reason why I think it's exciting is because there's so many possibilities. You can go anywhere with it. There's no limit.
And exactly that. So when I was inside, you had mentioned that this whole thing started about 10 years ago in your backyard. And tell me, what was that day like, and how did you know it would end up right here?
I didn't think it would end up here, but I was desperate. I mean, I at the time was was working, and I wanted to have a festival, but I knew that renting a theater and setting all that up would have been really expensive and difficult. So actually the idea of doing the backyard was actually just I thought, well, just use my backyard as a joke. I didn't realize that backyard festival would inspire backyard festivals in every state. There's now a backyard festival in every state from here to New York.
Oh my goodness.
So it started in Palm Springs, and now 10 years later it's everywhere. But it was the first year I got 500 submissions, and I learned, I didn't realize that there was this big world out there. Like I was being enlightened by that experience, which led me to then start connecting with schools, education departments, animation production companies, and all around the world. And as a result, I built relationships and partnerships with people who had the same passion, and all of a sudden it was like, oh wow, there's this art form is bigger than I thought, resulting in 20 different styles and so many different ways of telling a story creatively.
So for somebody who wants to submit their story, what is it that one is looking for before it ends up one of the few chosen ones that end up at the festival? What is it that makes them stand out over all the other submissions?
I really think that what makes them stand out is what makes them unique is the story. Like, what the experience? Because you can see a film that's in 3D that's perfect, but there's not much to really get out of it. Like, it's pretty characters. Or you can see a film that's made with just line pencil drawings and be completely compelled by what is going on with the voices and the things that are being said as the characters are talking. So I think that the film people are looking for that one that's going to be standing out, that's different, that tells a unique story, one that maybe not been heard before. And that's where animation's wonderful, because in some countries, actually, it's like not legal to make animation, and it's actually not legal to make films with actors, so they can't be on film. So animation actually provides opportunities for people in foreign countries for anonymity to protect them, with their faces, so they can actually tell stories. So it's actually the purpose in some countries.
Wow. Okay, that's very fascinating. That's something I never thought of and never knew, and thank you for sharing that. So what kind of advice would you give to the young animators? And I'm talking little ones that are just 8 years old who have a drive for...
I would say, think out of the box, meaning like you want to really look into the future and look at what would be interesting, because with animation, like every year we're surprised by people that like maybe took like all the dishware in their house and some boxes and stuff and made a movie with it, and all of a sudden the whole world was changed. It wins awards and things like that. So basically, if you're an animator and you're interested, you want to be finding out what's next. Like, what would be the thing that would stand out? And I would just say to find the story that's in your life, that's like your most significant life story, and make that into a film.
And what do you hope will be of the Palm Springs International Animation Festival next year and 5 years from now? What are you expecting and hoping for?
Well, over the years, I really hope that what we'll be able to do is develop, our market and opportunities for young filmmakers to get more contacts with studios, with production companies, where they can have opportunities to possibly find careers or even internships where they can grow and get opportunities to get into this field and maybe become a part of a bigger picture that we don't know yet that's happening, because as technology changes, what you could be doing now may be very different than what's happening there, but the stories will be told through a visual experience that you might be creating someday, that will start with a pencil and a piece of paper on one of these sketchbooks. And so I'm going to give you this sketchbook anyway, and then this book.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And this is going to be the start. You're going to start drawing cartoons and characters in this book. And whenever you feel inspired, take that book out and draw on it. And, and just go through the pages and just feel inspired. And then go back to that when you start building your film and everything. And that'll be where you started. So you want to hold on to it.
And are there scholarships and things like that? Is there a place for somebody who... Is that something available yet, or is that something?
There are scholarships out there. There's opportunities for filmmakers, generally more in Europe.
Okay.
And what we're changing, and what we want to change, is to bring more opportunity to American kids where there are not very many opportunities. There used to be, the National Endowment for the Arts, which is quite famous, but we've heard that name very often. And America sort of lost the support for independent art and all that, whereas foreign countries have actually developed more funding sources and outlets for filmmakers who want to achieve these goals. So my goal is to try to create that market here and let this be a hub for artists that would like to meet other and collaborate with people and maybe find partners they can work with on projects here in the Valley, so that it will be an artist we can invite people to come here and help to create those things. Also to give opportunities. So by the time he's animating, the market in 10 years from now may be in full swing, and he'll have something. There'll
be a scholarship.
He'll have something he can show someone, or a scholarship that he'll be able to use to go to a school. Like what we had planned to do and what we'd like to do is to have scholarships for to animation schools that we have now that are currently in our group, like the Ringling Brothers. There's schools in South Africa, there's schools in France. We also have plans to bring a satellite school here to Palm Springs, which would be like a Juli Arts of Animation. So the top animators in the world, like 40 a year, would pass through the class as graduate students from around the world. So, and there's other aspects of animation that people don't know too, is that we also have the opportunity to use it to help early Alzheimer's patients. When learning how to do animation, it challenges their brain. So it's an opportunity for elderly people who are going through early Alzheimer's learning how to create a 3D model is so challenging that their brain is made stronger.
That's beautiful. And when did you become aware of that? That's actually quite
I'm
fascinating.
developing this idea this year because I want to see if I can get the Eisenhower Medical Center to support this project and teaching these people who have early Alzheimer's to start developing this. I think it could be helpful. It's something I'd like to try, and I think it's possible that it could strengthen the minds. But and also the world's changing, and so I think it's really good to jump on this trend, because there's going to be a lot of applications which also allow for major opportunities for career stuff. We're imagining, being able to create something really beautiful and see it on the screen.
I love that. Okay, well, I just want to say thank you so much for the time that you've given us. This has been very fascinating and informative, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you for all your support and being a fan. It's a huge honor to me because I'm kind of just a guy that likes animation, like Noah.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just a little taller, but we have the same passion.
That's great. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for this.
Aww. Oh, you're welcome.
Awesome. Okay.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you.
I want to take you to somewhere we can see my portraits in the sun. Strawberry Fields Forever. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram. This is my portrait of U2, the Rat Pack, John Wayne, and Steve Harvey, Sammy Davis Jr. and the Guitar Man.
Welcome to Wang's in the Desert. For Taco Tuesday. Weekdays never tasted so good. The incomparable Alex Santana. For Taco Tuesday.
Two American icons are joining forces for a collaboration a century in the making. Budweiser and Jim Beam introduce the Budweiser Reserve Copper Lager, a rich lager aged on Jim Beam bourbon barrel staves with hints of vanilla and caramel rye, followed by a deliciously smooth finish.
Brunch a Go-Go from 10 a.m. Saturday and Sunday. The happiest happy hour, 11 to 7 daily. Get a 3-course dinner for just $19.99.
Trio! We're always happy to see you.
Trio, where Palm Springs eats.
I'm Anika Brown, the curator of the 4th annual Black History Month Cultural Appreciation, and it's right here in Palm Springs. Fashion, art,
and entertainment by Keisha D. And it's a free event. Let's go.
The happiest happy hour, 11 to 7 daily.
Trio! We're always happy to see you.
Trio, where Palm Springs eats.
Hi, I'm John Thoman from JSJ Stained Glass. I'm making these hummingbirds, selling them for about $100. I will have 8 charities for each month, selling these beautiful hummingbirds For $100, 30% goes to their charity of their choice.
No. Hi, this is Dr. Jeff Olson, here with Guy Garrett of Wang's. I'm very excited to talk to him because Wang's has always been my home away from home, initially living in LA. But now I'm here and I get to talk to you.
You do, and it was really good to meet you the other day.
Yeah, same here.
And glad that we got to go out again tonight. So we were talking the other night some of the things that are going on at Wang's, and we've got 7 days of entertainment. It's every night. So we've got a little bit of rock, we've got jazz, we've got soul, we've got drag show, we've got live shows on Saturday, Sunday too, big shows.
Wow. Something for everyone. You know, I did see a jazz show the other day.
Oh, you did?
And I was blown away.
Yeah, Black Market
really
Jazz.
Awesome.
They're off the hook. They're off the hook. You know, what started out as a trio, and they wind up with 7 people sometimes. You know, so they get a bunch of musicians that come in and jam together, and it's really good. That part's great.
Yeah. Well, as Paris Hilton would say, that's hot.
Cheers to Wang's.
Yeah, we definitely are today, I'll tell you that. That's for sure.
But a lot of this is inside entertainment, right? And it's cozy and comfy there.
Yeah, and you just moved your practice here.
I did,
right?
in May.
Well, thank God for Uber.
Yes.
We are so glad to have them.
What food items do you have coming up that are new or hot and spicy?
The roasted half duck is great. It's fantastic. It's new. We've got a bunch of cold chilled salads for the summer here. They're fantastic. The Korean jicama salad, and we've got the green papaya shrimp salad. That's an awesome off the hook one.
Love it. Chilled fruit salads or anything? Is that what
We do have a watermelon mint salad.
Oh,
love
that.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, awesome. Well, it sounds delicious. And I'm going to have to pop by every day.
Yeah, every day, yeah. All right, my best kind of customer. All right.
A pleasure.
Cool. Thank you, Jeff. All right. Here you go.
All right.
Hi, I'm John Thoman. You're watching Live Magazine TV.
Wang's in the Desert. Wang's in the Desert features and seeks out leading and cutting-edge entertainers from the Coachella Valley and beyond. Entertainment every night with a bevy of talent. Happy hour 7 nights a week. Call 760-325-9264 for dinner. Stop by for a bite. Eat, drink, and be entertained all night. At Wang's, the coolest place in the desert.
Comic-Con, Palm Springs. The costumes at Comic-Con were fun for everyone. Even the scariest one! At the Star Tables, we met Tony Dell, who played Wally on the Leave It to Beaver show. Tony enjoyed telling us stories from the set. The one and only Jerry Mathers as Beaver Cleaver. This sitcom was the first ever to tell the story from a child's point of view, from America's favorite childhood sweetheart, Beaver Cleaver. Lindsay Wagner of The Bionic Woman was fun.
And I'm Stevie Roach. We are Filmmakers Gallery, and you're watching Live Magazine TV. And we're here today with our very special guest, Chris Bellman, who's the founder and executive producer of Comic-Con. So, Palm Springs, thank you for taking the time to be with us. Thank you for doing this. So tell us, how did this all come about?
I was a talent manager and executive producer of film and TV, comedians, packaged, and I started to represent comic book scribes across the world of film and TV. And so it got me into this world hot and heavy and gave me a great bird's eye view, if you will, and then also from the trenches. And so I kind of had this great perspective of these kind of events, and I'm also very passionate as a fanboy all my life, pop culture. So the third element was just that we live in a world famous city that has a great configuration and identity. I do. And just went for it. And there was a lot of planning. I actually started this idea in 2011. I'd say I started doing it, and we didn't do it until 2016.
So this is the third annual.
This is the third annual. Yeah.
And this is your hometown, correct?
Well, I've been here since 1977, January 78.
A long time. Yeah. So you're native.
Wow. And look at this turnout. I mean,
it's amazing.
I have to admit, for me, this is my very first Comic-Con. And there's so many diverse things going on here. And I've already ran into like a handful of people I already known through Facebook, the wonderful world of Facebook that connects us all to one another. So it's kind of great to actually be a part of this finally.
Thank you.
The cosplayers are great. We've seen some
The cosplay contest is at 3 p.m. today for the adults, the kids at 2. Right. It's a little walk.
That's very cool.
That is a big part of it. I was just doing another interview for May, and that's what we talked about and expressed was that the identity for this it comes from the passion. It's the heart.
Absolutely.
It's the whole thing where everybody can kind of be themselves, and express themselves. Like you always wanted to when you hit puberty, and you didn't want to tell people anything, or afraid to say those sound to be fucking cool. And this is the way to say, no, I like this, I like that, and I want to dress like this.
And for kids, they can live out what they've been watching on TV, going to the movies, live out their little fantasy, dress up as a superhero, and I think it's wonderful for the children as well. So
it's true. I mean, for the last decades, it's really been about athletes and movie stars or celebrities in that vein, from the entertainment side, movies or musicians, singers. And it hasn't been since like the 70s when you had the reruns of the Batman or the Incredible Hulk or the $6 Million Man, especially for us to feel like that's who I want to be, or that's what I want. I see how that could be, it's like that's how I should be in life, kind of a thing. Morals, do the right thing, go the extra distance, reach deep down and be strong.